Yes, it's here. Yes, I'm late. I actually meant to pre-record this yesterday, and I tried to do it twice. I got interrupted twice, so I just ended up not getting to it. So I figured it's supposed to come out today. I'll do it today. It's late, but I'm still getting to it. By the way, for all of you who encourage me, oh, come on, where is it? Where is it? You should focus on this. I have other videos on the channel. I do. Other people do enjoy my other videos. This isn't my sole video, but I am very much glad you are enjoying this series. Just given how the track it's going, this series probably will be going on for quite some time. So, yeah. But yes, this is Wednesdays. It's always coming out on Wednesdays, or Thursday if by chance I somehow missed it. Wednesday, usually Thursday. If I have no other option, I'll get it out on Thursday. Point being though, so yeah, unless it's the week of what ifs, then in which case I can get a couple more out. I digress though. So last time on the Naruto what if Jiraya adopted Naruto Part 6, they had just defeated the dastardly Zabuza, only to be stopped by the 100 who stole his body away. Kakashi Sensei collapses on the ground. So yes, we fast forward to them getting to Tazuna's house. Kakashi's basically on bed rest. He's currently out. And Naruto at this point is more than likely kind of thinking on something wasn't right there. Something wasn't right. Now he's obviously raised by Jiraiya, who is Asani. He's had a lot of time, to learn different, learn different things, traits of ninjas, things along those lines. So when it's time to be serious, Naruto can definitely be serious, and he's kind of just sitting in a pose, kind of like in his meditative pose, but more cross-legged and just kind of like this, just thinking, And while he's doing that, because Sasuke just walks up and is like, "Yo," so it's like, "Naruto, well, what was that you did? What was that you did back there?" It's like, "What? So what was that technique you did? What was going on? Those eyes?" It's like, "Yeah," and so it's Sakura's. He was like, "Yeah, what was that?" It's like, "Oh, that was Sage Mode." What? Yeah. It's about he explains nature chakra and Sage Mode, and Sasuke is just like, "Really?" It's like, "Could you think?" And Sasuke's being at least polite about it. Like, "You think I could learn? You might be able to teach us Sage Mode?" It's like, not likely. I mean, you'd have to ask my dad or someone else about that, or maybe probably the Toads, really, because that's where I learned it from. I'm in no position to teach anything about Sage Mode. I was lucky enough to learn this. Um, um, yeah, it's like I was like, yeah, I was lucky enough to be able to learn this. So I don't, I don't think I can. And if you get it, even if I did try to teach you, you get this wrong, you're going to not only turn into a frog, you'll turn into a stone statue and be dead. And Sakura's like, no, I'm good. Even Sasuke's like, ugh, but it'd be so worth. I mean, the way he took on, Zabuza just before Naruto's able to, rebuttal. It's like, yeah, yes, it was quite impressive how you did that, Naruto. Oh, Kakashi Sensei, you're up. Yeah, I'm awake. And then, they take some time. Kakashi comes to the conclusion that Haku and Zabuza's alive and Haku was working with him. And, tell me, Sakura, what did we see the 100 do with Zabuza's body? We don't know what he did. Yeah, exactly. They're supposed to work on a spot. Here's the truth. Zabuza's alive. And that kid was working on him. And, he notices Sasuke's uh, Sasuke gets another shot at him. And then Sakura even points out, but you're injured. I mean, but you're injured. How can you help us? I can still train you. I mean, yeah, Naruto. Naruto, you nearly beat him the first time too. So you should be able to really help out. And then Naruto surprisingly chimes in, it's like, I mean, I might be able to help, but I highly doubt I could beat Zabuza. It's like, what? I mean, you almost killed him you almost beat him last time. No, I took him by surprise last time. He didn't think I was that powerful, and he was underestimating me even during that whole fight. It was only after I broke out Kakashi Sensei that he realized I wasn't just some kid. I highly doubt I could take him on in a one-on-one fight with him being serious. This just surprises Sasuke. Specifically Sasuke. Sakura's like, well, after all, but don't worry, Sasuke should be able to take it after some training. Yeah, just a little training, and Sasuke will be able to take on everyone. But Sasuke is actually surprised that Naruto would be so, honest about that. It's like, really? It's like, yeah, I mean, my dad always stressed that, has stressed about limitations. The only way to surpass your limits is to know your limits. You can't surpass something you don't know anything about. So so whenever in training, he always pushed me to my limits, and then I could push beyond them. But I still know what my limits are. Um, so basically Kakashi says, okay, we're going to try to do some training now, and explains the tree walking exercise. Naruto, however, does raise the point. He's like, I already know this. I already know this, and I know how to walk on water. You saw me fight against Zabuza. I know how to do that. He's like, oh, that's a good point. Well, Tazuna does need, should probably have some bodyguards protecting him. So it's like, Naruto, you're actually going to be on guard duty. This ticks off Sasuke. And Sakura a little bit, but she's generally okay with it. And then obviously Sakura is able to climb the tree. No, Kakashi does suggest though, leave a couple clones behind, get some extra practice in. It'll help increase your reserves and keep your control sharp. And he's like, yeah, that's probably a good idea. Plus, I have something I want to work on next time. And then he has a couple extra clones there, pulls out a scroll and starts looking into something. And Naruto goes off and looks after Tazuna on the bridge. And to which Naruto's probably standing there. It's like, hey kid, you're gonna just stand there, you're gonna make yourself useful. I'm your bodyguard. I'm being useful right now, just standing here. It's like, oh come on. It's like, what? You want me to help build the bridge? I can help you do that. And then he makes a couple clones, and just like 5 appears. Like, okay, what do you want? It's like, wait, how many of those can you make? I don't know how many men you lose. It's like, I lost about 15 guys. They make like 30 more. Just I could franchise you. It's like, stay with me, Naruto. Stay with me. Help me build all the dreams, all the bridges. Nah, but he's more like, oh, it's like, you're a blessing. So Naruto's not only protecting, he's helping build the bridge. Meanwhile, back at the plot, Naruto is busy deep looking into his scroll, practicing some hand signs and some seals. And Kakashi even is like, oh, well, Naruto, but while you're here, what are you looking at? It's like, I'm trying to figure out something to help counteract that mist jutsu. Normally my wind jutsu should have been enough, but because of all the water in the area, Zabuza was just able to bring the mist right back in. So I need something that's going to be able to counteract that in our next fight with him, because I'm sure he's going to use that damn hidden mist jutsu again. And Kakashi's like, it's actually a sound strategy. Let me know if you're able to think of something. Okay, well, little spoiler, he forgets to tell Kakashi. And meanwhile, he's got the other two clones there that are being used for the tree walking, keeping Sasuke and Sakura, particularly Sasuke, motivated. It's like, that dweeb, I'm not gonna let him get. He's calling him a dweeb at this point. He's like, that Naruto, he's not gonna get ahead of me. Meanwhile, Naruto's just going up and down the tree and keep motivating Sasuke to push farther and farther. Then Sasuke actually does ask the question, hey, how are you doing? How is this even effective? How do these clones? Why does having the clones here help you at all? It's not like you're the real Naruto. And then Naruto just says, yeah, but they're shadow clones, so anything they learn, it just gets sent back to the original me. It's like, oh, wait, what? Really? It's like, yeah, and Kakashi's like, yep, that was actually what they were designed for. But it's a forbidden jutsu because the chakra cost is just too great. Naruto just has a lot of chakra, so he's able to handle it. It's like, well, what if we learned it? What if I learned it? Or it's like, well, could I learn it by chance? Like, and Naruto's like, I don't know. Kakashi, can he learn it? I don't see why he wouldn't. I can't. It's going to be a while before he can use it effectively, but it's a technique that's it's a solid technique. It's forbidden for a reason, but if you feel you want to learn it, it's like, Naruto, you want to show him the signs? Like, okay. Now, to be fair, I don't know. I don't think it's ever actually said or whether or not this is true. But does the Shadow Clone Jutsu actually have more than just the cross hand sign? And that Naruto just spent so much time practicing the Shadow Clone technique that he got it down to just the last hand sign? I don't, because I do believe Naruto actually learned to make clones without even the hand sign after a while. Because that's basically the ultimate display of how to use a jutsu, is just you don't need hand signs. And Naruto also only ever used the one hand sign. So it's in theory, it's possible that the Shadow Clone Jutsu has more hand signs to it. Naruto just was able to simplify it. But let's just assume it is the single one. He shows it, he explains briefly how it does. And Sasuke does it, and he's actually able to create 2 Sasuke's. Like, one, Sakura's just like, 2, 3 Sasuke's, ooh. But and Sasuke's like, I did it, and then oh god, I was like, yeah, that's told you, the chakra drain is immense. Like I didn't even think it was this bad. Kakashi even though says that's actually pretty impressive for a Genin to be able to make 2 clones off the bat, even though it did pretty much knock you out. Sasuke dispels the clones. Chakra does more or less recede back in him. So he tries it one more time with just 1 Sasuke, and it's still tiring, but he's more or less able to handle himself. So just, okay, takes a couple of breaths, get himself together, and they look at each other like, all right, let's speed this up now. And then he's using both Sasuke's, and clever, he's actually using them for training now. So things go pretty simple, basically along those lines. They go pretty simplistically that way. Now, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, the Haku interaction happened before the Naruto blowing up on Inari. I'm just going to go over the Inari thing real quick. Inari still blows up at him. Obviously, this Naruto doesn't have the same the same background as the previous Naruto, so he's never been treated like crap or like shit in his life. At least not, no, actually, no, he's never had that. But I imagine with traveling with Jiraiya, with his dad, that he has seen people downtrodden for. He has seen what happens when people kind of take over and belittle the lower class. And he's seen the people in the wave. So when Inari blows up on him, it just goes. And plus, remember, Naruto knows he's adopted. Jiraiya is his dad, but he knows he's adopted. He knows the fourth is his real father, and Jiraiya's told him stories about his mom before. His mom before, so he knows about them, but he's never met them. So he just goes, "Oh, you poor," and he's just like, "You poor soul. I'm so sorry." But tell me something, Inari. Just answer me a few quick questions. You have a mom, don't you? Your mom's still here. Your grandpa's still here. You have a roof over your head. You got food on the table. I'm sorry your dad's dead, but your dad tried to help everyone else in that town who does not have what you have right now. There are kids on the street starving just to get a meal, just so they can feed their families. The people are dying in the streets, and now you're gonna bitch and whine about being you're gonna he calls him out more or less for being, because Inari was honestly a bit of a whiny little brat. Not spoiled per se, but he made it all about himself, and that was just selfish. That was honestly selfish on the kid's part. And yeah, so Naruto calls him out, and then he goes off and trains. So we cut over to the Haku scenario. Now, Naruto's been training. He's kind of resting. He's not fully asleep, though. He is aware of his surroundings. He's not in sage mode either, but he is aware of his surroundings because nature training would give you that ability. Haku comes, and he senses Haku, and he senses Haku doesn't mean anything. So they wake up, you're going to catch cold here, and they have their nice conversation with each other. Do you have people you want to protect? I do have people I want to protect. You'll get strong, very strong. As they've been talking the whole time, Naruto gets the feeling he's met Haku somewhere before. And he says, have we met somewhere before? You seem familiar. It's possible. But, this is a big world. Like, that's true. And then as Haku turns around and leaves, Naruto does go into Sage mode to sense, and then he realizes who Haku is. And as Haku's leaving, it gets far enough away. It's like, just say, or he says probably something along those lines, give Zabuza my regards. And then Haku hears that and turns around, and basically Naruto pulls a Batman. It's gone. It's like, and then Sasuke is walking through looking for Naruto. Haku contemplates maybe killing Sasuke, but Sasuke doesn't seem to know who he is. So yeah. Anyway, we cut to the actual confrontation with Zabuza. Now, Naruto would leave some clones there for purposes. Inari and his mom are saved because Naruto at this point could easily take on those guys. They're at the bridge, and obviously they've been taken down. All of Tazuna's men. Then Haku and Zabuza appear in the mist, and in the fight now. It's Kakashi. We finally get to settle things. Not only that, and then he looks over at Naruto, but I finally get to settle another score too. And Naruto obviously knows he'd be in trouble in a fight with Zabuza. Doesn't mean he's going to show fear. If anything, he still enjoys a good fight more than likely. So he's like, yeah, we'll bring it's ready when you are eyebrowless. And, and he's got the eyebrow twitching the eyebrows. It's like, no, Zabuza, I'll take him. And it's like, I will fight this boy. and Sasuke's like, not before you fight me. It's like, Sasuke, you sure about that? You don't know what he's capable of. Exactly. Neither do you. So it's better I take him on first. Besides, I'm itching for a fight. And Naruto's like, look, Sasuke, he tries to explain it's like, I don't want any discussions. This is something I need to do. So stay out of the way, Naruto. I keep wanting Sasuke to say dweeb because I'm just used to that, but this is not a scenario where he respects Naruto enough not to call him dweeb. Because Naruto's one of the few people who's ever been able to give him legitimate legitimate fights. Actually, I've beaten him in fights before. So yeah, Naruto's like, fine, but if it comes down to you possibly dying, I am stepping in. It's like, well, whatever. Don't worry, I'm not the one who's at risk of dying. And then that whole fight between Sasuke and Haku goes exactly the same. And then I was like, let's see how they do. It's like, Haku, no more fooling around. It's very well, Zabuza. And then crystallized mirrors, and everyone who's not Zabuza obviously is shocked. Like, what? Yes, and then he actually nails Sasuke the first time with the Senbons. It's like, Naruto swarms in with shadow clones, just and then it's like photon, and it's a great breakthrough. Just kind of, it doesn't do much except as Haku is traveling through the mirrors the second time, the wind does kind of move him around a bit, so he almost misses his mark. And Naruto tries to get in and save Sasuke, but then Haku basically like, you made a mistake. You made a mistake coming in here, Naruto. I wanted our fight to be one-on-one. I want it to be honorable and fair. But you had to push us this far. You had to get in the way of Zabuza, and I will not let anything get in the way of Zabuza's goals. It's like, I'm sorry. And then, their fight goes down, and the fight goes down, and Sasuke's trying to do his best to dodge, and Naruto's doing his best to dodge. Naruto's got better reflexes than Sasuke because he's trained in Sage Mode, but just because he's trained in Sage Mode, he's not currently in it. Therefore, his reaction speed is hardly the same. But it's still better than I'd say Sasuke's just because he's used to sensing his surroundings. Still gets nailed a couple times. In fact, more than a couple times. And they're basically looking like pincushions. So, just it's like, all right, fine. Then Shadow Claw Jutsu. And then Naruto sends out a couple Shadow Claws. Meanwhile, sensing for something outside the burial ring, he's like, is it ready yet? Damn, it's like, not yet. And then Haku just nails the other clones. Like, that's enough. But quickly a fireball's coming his way. Just, nope. You almost had me there, but you're going to need a lot more fire to melt this ice. And then if Haku comes in, it's over. And then Sasuke's about to like, the Naruto finally just Photon style shearing window. And then as Haku throws all the Senbons, the shearing window comes out, rebounds every one of the Senbons coming his way, and a couple even embed in the mirrors, and starts to just grind against the mirrors. And Sasuke then adds double fold, then just goes Fireball Jutsu, and then turns into a fire dome. It just starts to grind the mirrors into nothing, steam. To which almost all the mirrors are gone, which Haku's existing in maybe one of the last remaining mirrors, who's like, I must say, that's an impressive combo technique you both pulled off. However, all of a sudden the ice starts to reform. As long as there's water around here, as long as the mist is here, as long as there's water, these mirrors will always be able to reform, so long as I will it. And then, Haku pulls out a couple more Senbon. Sasuke's able to dodge. He's getting close to activating his Sharingan. Naruto's barely able to get out of the way, but he's still able to do it. Just, and then finally Naruto realizes it gets a little mental note on it, a mental signal from and he says, "All right, it's ready." And it's like, "What, Sasuke? When I give you the signal, when I give you the signal, you can take out Haku." It's like, "What? What's the signal?" It's like, "Trust me, you'll know when the signal is." And then all of a sudden you get that awesome Naruto is like, sweet, do, sweet, you ready? It's like, It's like, you ready, Haku? And so Haku's like, he's not doing it. What? I can't trust him. No, I can't trust him. I don't like this. He's dangerous. I can't afford to let him pull off whatever he's about to do. This ends now, Naruto. And as Jesse's about to move, he realizes that stability in the mirrors, something's off. Like, what? And he's seeing it, that the mirrors are starting to dissolve and disappear and just go towards outside the barrier, and even the mist is starting to disappear. It's like, what's going on? And again, the music's pumping, and you see 5 Naruto clones outside the ice mirror barrier. It's like, what is? It's like, what is going on? What is this jutsu? And all of a sudden, all the clones are just starting to scream and yell. All the mist and all the water is just disappearing into these Naruto clones' hands. And Naruto briefly explains, like, I had to figure out some way to counteract Zabuza's jutsu. With all the water around here, I couldn't just use a wind jutsu. It would just go the same way as last time. So I figured out a seal Dad had showed me. Took a whole week of nonstop practice, but I finally got it down. Now go! Ninja Art, 5-element seal, Suiton! Which... it'd be 5-element seal, like Katan, Futon, depending on what the element was he was using it on. In this case, it's water. So Sutan, hi, and then he just brings out a sealing scroll, and just slams it on the ground. All the sealed water that was basically being sealed by all the other Naruto clones comes rushing towards Naruto's hand, and he just seals it in the water jutsu. Haku gets thrown out, to which Sasuke immediately takes the advantage. That was clearly the signal. His new Sharingan suddenly blazing with all of the fight or flight response going, and he just boom nails Haku straight in the face. Now, for those of you who think, would he be able to really do that? Yeah, because when you actually break it down, though, Haku was probably going easy on Sasuke. Sasuke actually beat him in a straight out fight. Again, he was more. Haku was. He's obviously even said his heart. When he fought you, his heart was tearing too. He's always been too soft and too kind. But at the same time, yeah, he probably was going easy on him. But Sasuke still beat him. So and Zabuza's just like, what? What kind of jutsu was that? And the kind that beat. And then Haku's Kakashi's right behind him, the kind that you lose against. And he just takes out one of his arms. And Haku's like, I failed you, Zabuza. Yeah, and then Naruto and Sasuke are still standing there. Naruto's headband got probably taken out by his senbon. It's probably halfway on the other side of the bridge right now. They're just looking at Haku, just staring at him, just listening to what he's saying. I was alone. He's like, Naruto, Sasuke, please kill me. And then Naruto just pipes in, no, I owe you nothing. I have no obligation to kill you. You think you failed? Maybe you did. So don't fail next time. Because what's the point? You don't atone for sins by dying. You atone by sins by living, so you can atone for those sins. Do you want to make Zabuza proud? Live to make him proud another day. Haku's just kind of, because that's kind of what Naruto was trying to say a little bit, except different for variation. Reason to give Haku to live is just, look, dying's not going to do anything. You want to do right by Zabuza. You want to make him proud. You want to actually be useful to him. Live to be useful. Keep living. And it's like, and then as Zabuza's his other arm's taken out, it's like, it's over, Zabuza. That's right, it is. And then Gato's just there. It's like, I gotta say, that is quite the show you kids put on. You too, spiky hair. But now it's time for our little game. Now our little time for games are over. And then Gato, you snake, you were never gonna pay us at all. Correct as always, Zabuza. That's right. You became too expensive and too much liabilities. So no, never was gonna. Pretty much decided I wasn't gonna pay you guys. But I had to give you credit. You pretty much gave me an open access to destroy this bridge. You already did quite a number on it yourself. Less work I have to pay these guys to do. So really, it's a win-win on my part. Now it's just a matter of running into this village and burning it to the ground. And you see, I couldn't remember exactly how many guys he had hired, but there's 100 guys at least. And they're all staring, and so, boys, then everyone's pretty tired out at this point, except Sakura, but what could Sakura really do? Let's be honest. And yes, Kakashi actually hasn't activated his lightning blade in this scenario, so he's still got a little juice left in the tank. Not a lot, or a little gas left in the tank. A little juice left in the tank. A little juice left in the box. And everyone's just staring at us like this, and Naruto's just like this slime, and all of a sudden, well, as they're about to charge, the arrow comes like, before you step 1 foot in our village, you guys get through us, yeah. It's like, those pesky villagers. What are you waiting for? Take them out. Like, yeah, they're just villagers, yeah. And they're getting ready to charge in. It's like, ugh. Well, this is irritating. Yeah, it certainly is. We're not. Most of us don't have a lot left in it. Or I keep stuttering on that. I don't know why. Most of us don't have a lot left in us. And then Naruto's just, and then he just starts walking and grabs his headband. I mean, Kakashi Sensei, Zabuza, everyone, take it easy. Take it easy. I'm ending this. I'll end this one myself. It's like, what? And Sasuke's like, how are you going to do that? You're barely on your feet after that. Yeah, I don't have a lot left in the tank. I don't really have much gas left in the tank, and obviously they wouldn't know what gas is per se. At least I don't think they do. Maybe. I mean, they might have gas lamps. They just don't have vehicles. Yeah, I don't have a lot of fuel left in the tank, but I've still got one trick left up my sleeve. And then he just kind of, walks up. It's like, hey, short stuff. And this is Naruto basically saying, you put this in your, you put this down in your check, or write this in your checkbook or something like that. Ninja who will be the Hokage of Hidden Leaf Village. He never backs down. His name's Naruto Uzumaki. Yeah, what? Naruto's a Maki. Like I give a crap. Kill him. Let me just ask you one more question. And then just suddenly it goes into his head. It's like it goes to the fox. Says, I need some rent money. I need a little bit of chocolate for this. It's like, yeah, fine. It's like, yeah, here you go. It's like, really? You gave it to me pretty easy. Look, kid, I'm not a big fan of you, but comparatively, I love you compared to what I'm seeing out of this scrawny little punk. It's like, look, I may be a demon fox, but even I got some standards, and this guy I want to just crush his skull beneath my teeth. So yeah, take your chakra, kick his ass. It's like, okay. And then Naruto in the real world just like, I just got one question for you, Gato. And as the guys are maybe like about 30 feet away from him, where do you think all that water I just sealed away went? And then just holding up the scroll, and Gato's like, what? And because he doesn't really understand ninjas at all, but he just realized, but I think even he can kind of grasp, oh god, no. He's starting to like, no. And then none of the guys charge him, no. And then he all of a sudden just lights up flaming red chakra and just, and it's like water style, water for chakra fissure, and it would be equivalent of whatever element he'd sealed in there, and just boom, smacks his hand on the ground with the scroll, and then the water basically comes in like a giant fissure straight through the bandits and through the mercenaries, just completely wipes out the bridge, and Gato can't even get to his submarine, and he just gets wiped off. All these ninjas all these men just get wiped off the bridge, either dead or now fleeing in terror. And for the record, Gato does not make it out of this alive. And Naruto is the one who basically responsible for taking out Gato and all these mercenaries and bandits. And everyone's just looking at him, just staring at him from behind. Kakashi seeing his dad, his sensei, and Jiraya behind him, and everyone's just like, Sokka's even like, whoa, okay, I can kind of see why Ino's got a thing for him. Sasuke's meanwhile is like, how is he this strong? Haku and Zabuza are just like, whoa. And all of a sudden you see Naruto start to teeter, and he even just flat out says, and I'm out, and then just passes out on the ground, just nearly just crashes on the ground. Kakashi walks up and is like, you okay? He's like, yeah, the actual seal itself wasn't that bad. It was just the finesse. But that one kind of took it out of me. Wake me, just let me sleep here I'll be good in a couple and just passes straight out. It's like, is Naruto okay? It's like, yeah, he'll be fine. And then, I'm already at the 30-minute mark. Might as well just finish it up. So where do we leave Zabuza and Haku? Well, let's cut back over now to a couple days. Haku's perfectly well rested. Naruto's also well rested at this point. Zabuza's arms are still bandaged up, but he's doing better. So the question becomes, what do you do? What do we do? Uh, and Naruto asks, and just honestly raises legitimate. He's like, you guys could come back to the Leaf with us. I mean, the ninjas can join other villages all the time. They can be welcome with open arms if they can be considered valuable. And Kakashi's like, it's not that simple now. I mean, they're missing. I mean, Haku wouldn't be too hard. He was never registered as a ninja, but Zabuza's got a record. Zabuza is an ex-swordsman of the mist, and I was like, he's right, kid. But at the same time, he's like, it would be nice to stop running, but I've got ambitions too. I'm going to slay that bastard Yagura, one day. But at the same time, like, Haku, you should go with them. It's like, what? Yeah, you should go with them. I'm a missing nin. Maybe one day I will join you guys, or I will come. I will go to the Hidden Leaf. But I've got things to do. I can't be a part of the Leaf right now. And our histories and time at the moment is just too there's just too much turmoil. But Haku, you can have a fresh start. You can do something with yourself. It's like, well, no, I can't. It's like, and then it's real sad and everything. But it's like, yeah, don't worry, kid. And I can't be recognized right now. So here, take it. It's like, what? It's like, take it, Haku. Take the sword and carry on the Momochi legacy. That's right. And he basically says, like, I'm giving you my name, kid. Carry it with pride. Like, really? Yeah, but only until I come back for it. That's my promise to you, Haku. It's like, and then Haku honestly just kind of tears up and hugs him, like, and then even just says, thanks, Dad. And even Zabuza's just like, because we know Zabuza had me. It's like, damn it. And he actually gives him like a kind of fatherly. I was like, I did see, in his head, like, yeah, I do see he as my son. So Haku does agree to come to the Leaf, and he does take Zabuza's sword with him, at least until Zabuza decides to come back for it. So this went on longer than the other two versions I did of this, but it's just because I've had to do it 3 times, so sorry about that. And yes, I don't have editing software, so sorry if this is a bit long. Anyway, I digress. So thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Like, comment, share, subscribe. As always, you want us to review something, put in the comments below. Let us know. We'll do a review of it at some point. And I just heard would win. Star Wars, Super Magic, what if I think I do on the channel. Put that in the comments below as well. I'll get to that at some point. So yes, that's where we're leaving off. Jiraya adopting Naruto Part 6. Join us next time when we start to go into the tuning exam part of the series. Till then, though, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Have a good one.